This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Blessed Monday morning. I trust that everybody will have a wonderful day. Today is November 7, 2022, and in the news this morning, body of excavator operator found in St. Elizabeth. The body of excavator operator Peter Morgan was found yesterday evening after an extensive search of a marl pit. Morgan's body was covered by boulders during a freak accident at Exton near Junction in St. Elizabeth on Saturday. He was said to be operating the heavy-duty equipment when boulders hit the excavator and covered him. The news understands that at 7:53 p.m. on Sunday, a search team found the operator's body. The team, comprising the police, excavator operators, firefighters, and the Morgan's family, spent all day Sunday searching the area. Car dealership under probe over non-delivery of vehicle. Singh's Motors Limited is under investigation after a teacher assistant demanded the refund of $800,000 deposit on a 2013 Toyota Isis sedan she was reportedly promised to receive in 2 weeks, but has been left empty-handed months after the purported delivery date. Nadine Dixon said she has grown frustrated after not receiving the pearl white motor car from the used car dealership. The police confirmed that a report was made and an investigation launched. "I want back my money," Dixon said, armed with a receipt and the sales agreement, which the news had seen. Dixon said she made a down payment of $800,000 on August 16, 2022, for the vehicle valued at $1,590,000. The balance of $790,000 was reportedly agreed to be paid when the vehicle was delivered in 1 or 2 weeks' time. "Up until Friday, November 4, I haven't gotten the vehicle. However, on October 14, I called and couldn't get through. It's always an issue. I drove down to the business place and told the director, since you cannot deliver over 2 months, I would like to cancel and refund me," Dixon said. The aggrieved car buyer said that she received an apology and was asked for her banking information and was told that the funds would be remitted by October 17. Dixon visited the Halfway Tree police station on October 31 and filed a formal report. The news tried without success to reach Sophia Ramsonar Singh and Dion Singh, the listed directors of the car dealership, according to company's Office of Jamaica records. Calls to at least 5 mobile and landline numbers had not been answered. It's not the first time that the St. Andrew Central Police Division has received a report on Singh's car dealership regarding the delivery of a motor vehicle. Last October, the news reported that a St. Mary businessman brought a suit against the Singh's Motors Limited over its alleged failure to deliver a motor car within the specified time. The businessman, Dennis Brown, claimed that his deposit of $1 million should be refunded because of the purported breach of contract. Attorney-at-law Tamiko Smith of the law firm Ramsey Smith, which is representing Brown, said the suit was filed on September 29 in the Civil Division of the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. Brown said that on July 12, 2021, he and the defendant entered into a written contract in relation to a 2015 Toyota Probox motor car for $1.2 million. The deposit was $1 million and he paid it by a bank transfer and received a receipt. He said in court documents that the defendant assured him that the delivery of the motor vehicle would be on or about July 15, 2021. Several visits and telephone calls between July 15 and September 29, 2021 for the defendant to deliver the motor vehicle or refunded the money were futile, it was reported. The case was set for hearing in January this year. It is unclear whether the matter has been resolved. While not addressing the specific report on Singh's Motors Limited, a senior policeman said that unsuspecting customers have got into wranglings with other car dealerships. Some of them have gone extinct. It has happened to persons in high society, said the senior cop, who requested anonymity because he was not authorized to speak on such matters. Lawyers and the doctors have made similar reports, the policeman said, adding that some breaches are arrestable offenses. Dixon said that she is wary of unfulfilled promises regarding her refund. I asked the police to reach out because I am sick and tired, Dixon told the news on Friday. Former MP calls for investigation at Mandeville Regional Hospital. The PNP functionaries are calling for an inquiry into the operations of the Mandeville Regional Hospital amid claims that a mother and her child died there because of a lack of urgent attention. Former MP for Clarendon Northwestern Richard Azan outlined what he said were matters of concern surrounding aspects of the hospital's operation. Mr. Azan highlighted a case of a mother and a child that died at the hospital because of lack of urgent attention. He also outlined further reported challenges while reiterating his call for an investigation to take place and expressing sympathy to the family members who have lost their loved ones due to negligence at hospitals across the island.
Friday morning again, they have to call in other persons and so forth. The baby died. And I believe that Mandeville is no different from whether you call it Kingston Public Hospital or any other hospital. So I think Mandeville Hospital need to be investigated also, and it's a similar problem. So I want to pay special sympathy to the parents who lost their loved one also, and to the staff, because I believe that the staff is overworked here in all the hospital, and they are short staff. And I think the government need to do something to save some life of some little children.
1-year-old shot suspect arrested in St. Catherine. The news understands that the St. Catherine police have detained a suspect and seized an illegal gun following an incident on Saturday in which 2 persons, including a 1-year-old child, were shot. It's reported that at about 2 p.m. on Saturday, the child and the other victim, who is 25 years old, were at home in Barnett District above Rocks, St. Catherine, when they were shot by a lone gunman. The 2 were rushed to the hospital for treatment. The news was informed that the suspect was later arrested and a weapon seized. PNP purging their ghost of 2015, says Tufton. Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Christopher Tufton has blasted the opposition People's National Party, which in recent times has intensified its call for him to resign after 12 babies died from a resistant bacteria at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. I can only wonder whether or not this organization is not going through a sort of exorcism or purge of their own ghost of 2015, said Tufton. He was addressing a Jamaica Labour Party Area Council 4 meeting at the Bethel Primary School in Hopewell, Hanover, Sunday evening. Tufton was referring to what is known as the dead baby scandal, in which 18 preterm babies in the public health system died. The then Health Minister, Dr. Fenton Ferguson, was removed from his post by the Prime Minister at the time, Portia Simpson Miller, after public pressure and strident calls from the then opposition JLP. Now, the JLP claims that the 2 situations are different, and the party has closed the ranks behind the Tufton. Now, viewers and subscribers, you know how normally when I come, I normally just read the news and that's it. But I want to know from you, I want to hear from you this morning. Tell me if, the situation with Dr. Fenton Ferguson at the time and the situation that now exists with Dr. Tufton, is it different? Because the JLP is saying it's a different situation and they don't see why Dr. Tufton needs to resign. So let me know what you think. Drop us a comment and let us know what you're thinking. All right? Following the recent revelation of the deaths at the VJH, Tufton was flayed for failing to advise the nation until after the story became public. Last week, the PNP led a series of demonstrations across Jamaica as the party intensified its calls for the minister to resign or to be fired by Prime Minister Andrew Holness. On Sunday evening, a strident Tufton directly addressed the PNP. I respect the opinions that you offer, and those opinions are important in our democracy, but don't use me to experience your own purging based on your own regrets of some of the decisions that you have taken, he said. The reality is that they have a bigger problem, and if I were they, I am not, and I am happy I am not. I would seek to address the bigger problem that they have. And you don't know what that bigger problem is. The people of Jamaica prefer the leadership of the Andrew Holness administration and what we have provided over the last couple of years, Tufton said. He said he has gotten this sense that desperation is setting in within the PNP because only desperation could cause someone to gather people together to protest. The minister noted that while it is in their right to protest, the opposition runs the risk of scaring the Jamaican people from visiting our health institutions through false narrative or exaggerated narratives. He maintained that the country's healthcare system is better than it was when the PNP was in power. We have been through more trials, tribulations, and challenges than they ever went through. We have been able to manage it and to ensure that the Jamaican people are safe. That is why the Jamaican people prefer the Jamaica Labour Party and their leadership, and that is the problem that they have stated Tufton. He pointed to the upgrading of hospitals and clinics across the country as proof of the work done by the Andrew Holness-led administration. Last year, Tufton noted there were nearly 3 million visits to public health institutions, approximately 1.6 million of which were to health centers, and 1.4 million visits to hospitals. More than 180,000 people were inpatients hospitalized for less than 5 days because of various ailments. Tufton said 98% were treated in the public health system by Jamaican doctors and nurses and went back home to their loved ones. The rest, for whatever reason, were dispatched to the morgue, and we regret that, but the system works for most of the people most of the time, he said. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.